Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. On the return, Tremont Smith. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance. And they got it done.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Watson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get the football here as they force the eye. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Jimmy Moreland there on the stop.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To the air, Allen. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Allen. Flush to his right. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Allen going to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bills have taken the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Go here for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd down and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. He's at the 30. 10.
One play at a time.
Touchdown,
Here we go.
Houston. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And, oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but Cole Beasley, he's in his 10th NFL season, and in 2020, his best year yet. 82 catches, close to 1,000 yards. Loves the freedom that this Bills offense affords him.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. On the give, this is Singletary. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30.
We also have the talent, the big plays in Minnesota, but Stephon Diggs really elevated his game in Buffalo last year. Led the NFL in catches with 127. There's another one right there.
And some room to maneuver. The Butte. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Matt Breida, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
84 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Watson now to throw. Rolling to his right. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Second and 11. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I thought that Brandon Cooks took over the #1 role for the Texans after DeAndre Hopkins was shipped to Arizona, and he wound up with a team-leading 81 catches in 2020, his most since 2015.
On first down, it's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Watson off play action. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this one is no good. He missed it.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss, because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. I like this young guy out of Ole Miss in his 3rd year with Buffalo. Prototypical size for a tight end, 6'4", 254. I thought 2020 would be a big year for him. I do think it will happen in 2021.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Allen on the slant. He's got Davis. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40.
And Davis was drafted in 2020 to add depth to the wide receiver room, but he started to get more looks late in his rookie season. I think he's a breakout candidate here in 2021. Nice catch there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 53 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, Singletary. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Ross Blacklock on the tackle. Still 9 remaining on second down.
56, 56, all 52. Check it out, please. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check safety, check safety.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
Touchdown, Bills! Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield in your mind until they go up on the board, well, let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. 49,
Off of play action, it's Watson. Cooks on the quick slant. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Watson looks to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now Allen. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Working with a 2nd and 3. They run again with Breida. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Matt Breida with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills will extend their lead. And that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On second down, it's Freeman. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, They brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going for it. It's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Faking the give. Now Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many this deep.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. They'll roll him out right. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
109 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
Now Watson. Down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw, Watson. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Danny Amendola, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He's got a man. It's his fullback.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Strong leg, strong leg, strong leg. And 58 is the mic. Well, 58 is the mic.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line.
Let's go. Half 85.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now it's Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing on first down is Allen. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Slam, slam, slam.
throwing now is Allen. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Allen to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team. But the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. He goes underneath to Freeman. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Watson swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Watson on 1st down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's brought down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 28. To the air yet again, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. To throw is Watson. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. To the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Texans will use one of their two. Second, they'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. On first down, Singletary. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Allen now looks to throw. He's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Could just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Defense wins championships, baby. Keep playing.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Here's 2nd and 9. Singletary again. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They're facing a top 10 defense.